Okay, I just got a box in from Lightning Source. I had a credit on DriveThruRPG thanks to some folks buying stuff using my affiliate links from the blog. And that credit allowed me to make a bit of a purchase here. So we'll see what I got. I'm not 100% sure if this is everything. I think it might be. Always have to be careful about the paperwork. Up first is the Cat Cut Collection, a one-on-one Call of Cthulhu 7th edition scenario for 1920s Bristol, UK, from the Miskatonic repository. This is, here are the credits. I saw this, I think it was on, if I'll get the name right, XP Lovecat, I believe is the YouTube channel. She'd done a review of this, and it sounded interesting, and I'm always on the lookout for one-on-one scenarios. I kind of think that it captures more the vibe of what I would want from Call of Cthulhu. It's got some cool images. So it's very short. I don't know if this has, I saw in one of the earlier ones that I had looked at, it actually had an expected time that it would take. I don't see anything on here, but maybe I'm missing it. But anyhow, it looked interesting, and I like the idea of a one-on-one scenario. I want to find more, one player, one GM scenarios to have in my repertoire. Up next, another Miskatonic repository, the Hammersmith Haunting by Cat Clay. Call of Cthulhu adventure set in the 1890s in London. So this can, theoretically, I suppose, would go in with other Gaslight scenarios. I have several Gaslight scenarios, and at some point I'd like to kind of, fully filled out pre-generated characters. I like when they're fully filled out. I don't like the kind of highlight pre-generated characters that have been showing up in several of the official Chaosium product. And sometimes they'll do a full one, but a lot of times it's just the it's more picture and background than actual useful information for gaming. So everything, if you want to really use it in a game, especially with people who are new, you have to go and translate everything over to another character sheet. And I like the fully fleshed out, fully done, actual official character sheets. I like that. So anyway, Hammersmith Haunting, Gaslight era. Let's see, what's this? Oh yeah, this was recommended to me. I was looking around. This is the Age of Shadow role-playing game. I don't know anything about this author. Based on Open Quest, which I also don't. I feel like I did read up on this at one point, but I don't remember what I read. I was looking at a whole bunch of different things, but I believe this was recommended to me when I was asking around about potential games to use for running Middle Earth that weren't MERP, which I started looking at Middle Earth role-playing. I had started collecting it, had the box set and a couple of supplements, but what I kept finding is it was so expensive. It was so incredibly expensive. Everything was going for ridiculous prices online. And I couldn't justify it. And then the more I looked at the system, the more I don't like Rollmaster. It's too complicated. And MERP, I know, was sort of stripped down a little bit, but it still just seemed a little too complicated. There were just a bunch of other reasons that eventually led me to just sell off the MERP books that I had. And move on. And then I keep thinking about the One Ring, but there's things about the One Ring I don't like mechanically. I think visually it's beautiful. I think there's things about it that I find very appealing, especially some of the stuff like the box set dealing with the hobbits and stuff. I think that's really cool. But there's things about it mechanically, like especially once it comes into the combat system, that they just don't sit right with me. They feel too miniature gamey, too board gamey, too much like what I don't like about Dungeons and Dragons. Too much of the like it feels like you need miniatures. I mean, I don't think you do, but it feels like you should have miniatures, and I don't like that. Anyway, so I was asking what systems people might use, and my thought would always be, because it's my default for everything, would be basic role playing. And somebody suggested to me anyway, the Age of Shadows to check out. So I'm gonna look at this. I don't know if I'll use this or not, but it's not a beast of a book. It was not expensive. Well, now see, this has an open license from Wizards of the Coast, which makes me then worry. Is this just going to be some variation of D20? Well, we'll see. I'll take a look at that. And then talking about things that I normally don't get, but here we go. Dungeons & Dragons module, The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. This has been praised fairly highly as being one of those modules that has like a cool city to use as a base of operation, or town to use as a base of operation. Supposed to have a pretty good, solid scenario. I don't think this one was as sandboxy as some of the ones that I was looking at. But anyway, I'm putting together a small collection of old modules that I hope to plug in. Oh, I do like that it has a ship map. That I'm hoping to plug into at some point a Dungeon Crawl Classics, probably. Dungeon Crawl Classics, not quite West Marches, but like a very, very sandboxy open world kind of thing where I'll prep up a map and of a region, and then people will be able to choose where they go, and I'll pepper that map with places like this. I think Saltmarsh, I think is the name of the town, but like that, or I don't know if I'll have Village of Hamlet or not, but those kind of places, and whatever the town is from the reptile one, the Cult of the Reptile God, those kind of places, plus some of the Dungeon Crawl Classics ones I already have, like the one from Tomb of the Savage Kings. I'm blanking on the name of the town, but putting those locations around the map so that you can pick which one you want to go explore and find out what trouble you'll find there. So anyway, that was my haul. This was for levels 1 through 3, which I think translates essentially to levels 1, maybe level 2 in Dungeon Crawl Classics. I usually, as a vague estimate, I half the level that it says in D&D to give you the Dungeon Crawl Classics level. I don't know if that's actually correct, but then again, I'm not that worried about play balance. It's Dungeon Crawl Classics, you play balance. What is that? So yeah, that, Age of Shadows, Hammersmith Haunting, I'll dip into the Catcaught collection. Yep, that was all of it. So that was my haul from DriveThruRPG this time. All right, take care, everybody.